Hello there everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play Pathologic. In the last video, we got done as much as we could for the main quest. We decided to tell Vlad Olgimsky Jr. that Tara Taichik, the little girl, the 5-year-old little girl in charge of the cemetery, desires to speak with him. And we learned that she imprisoned him within the cemetery. Retribution for them being locked up in the cemetery as well. I would imagine he's not going to survive this encounter. We need to return to the cemetery around 11:30, at which point the boulders will be removed from the doors and we will be able to enter the abattoir, which is our objective for the day. I actually don't see us being able to successfully complete this day's quest, because 30 minutes is not... Even if we get to see something in the abattoir, like via a cutscene, and then leave, I don't see how on earth we're getting back to the Inquisitor in 30 minutes. It's just not going to happen. So, I'm curious as to what the game's going to do to us once midnight strikes today, because that's normally when your quests fail, if you were still doing one. Speaking of failed quests, where I'm still trying to figure out where on earth the Harospex is located. He wasn't in the cemetery when we looked, unless he is located somewhere else in the cemetery. But he wasn't where he was originally when he gave us the quest, or at least I didn't think that was the case. So, what's on today's agenda is that we need to get some sleep. We're getting tired, and I don't want to take any more coffee. So I'm going to take a look at the map, see where we are, see where the closest bed is, and we'll get like 2 hours of sleep or so. Maybe 3. That will give us enough time to get back up to the cemetery in preparation for the 11:30 occurrence of when they open the doors. We'll also take a look for the Harospex. I have no clue where on earth he could be, so if he's not in the cemetery, we might just fail this quest today. And so that's the current plan. I might do a reload and then off-screen figure out where on earth Artemy's located, and then put back on the recording. I've yet to make up my mind if that's what we're going to do. So for stat-wise, we're a little hurt, where our immunity is almost back at 50%. We're not too terribly hungry. We are getting tired. So let's go ahead. Oh, and we're also not wearing clothes. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's cut the recording really quick because I like how this came out. Okay, and we're back. Let's go ahead and see where I'm located. All right, so there was no bed to sleep there. Oh, there's actually no bed really around except for Anna's house. That's kind of close by, though, so I guess we'll go do that. So let's go, let's go to Anna's house. We'll get an hour or 2 of sleep. And then we will head back up to the cemetery. Oh! Oh, wow! That's pretty amazing. So he killed a guard, and he also killed a drunk. Wow, that really worked out for us in a way. I'm sorry for all the death going on, but still we were able to search all those bodies. All right, we'll take these as well. Okay, so we're going to Anna and Angel's house. That's down this way, Tim. Actually, since we got a tourniquet, we might as well take the tourniquet. That'll heal us a little bit with hit points. And they didn't actually see how much water we have on us. I don't think we have that much. I don't think we have enough to make a trade. We'll check, though. Hello, sir. Do you have any bandages for me? No. And we only have two water. Okay. Oh, right. Anna Angel... Well, I guess she's sick, but her house is not infected. So I suppose that makes it so that we can safely sleep there. But normally I would never sleep at an infected person's home. I still think we'll be okay if we decide to do it. And as long as I'm here, Anna Angel, we might as well talk to you again. Did we... Right.
Yeah.
We didn't find the last girl who supposedly had the panacea, did we? So we're going to sleep for 2 hours. That moves it up to 10 o'clock. We only have 2 hours left. So what we should do now is go to the cemetery. So let's go back the way we came. And And I suppose on the way, we might as well stop in, say hello to this guy. Are there any drugs I want? Oh, we traded with this guy before, I see. No, I think we'll be fine. Going in the right direction, I am. Alright, to the cemetery. We'll have basically... What time is it? About to hit 10. We'll have like 2 hours to search the cemetery. Hopefully that will be enough time to find Artemy. Hopefully he is up here. We didn't find the last girl, so we're not going to be told by whoever that was to go and visit her again. It might have been Iran, the girl who's now in charge of the apartments or the hotel where we are staying. She's the only girl who I didn't talk to about this after the fact. And that poor thief. Of course, just waiting to take their turn. My goodness, that's probably demoralizing for him. So he deserves it for trying to cut people up. Oops, some guy's burning down a house. Alright, here we are, back at the cemetery. It is 10:10. Okay, so let's hope... Let's hope that Artemy is now returned here. Because if he's not, we'll search the rest of the cemetery. But if I don't see him, well, that's it then. Oh, thank goodness he's back. Or I missed him earlier. Hello, Artemy.
Changeling spoke to the foreman. Could it be that he had accepted her as one of his kind?
You shouldn't have come, Onion. It's dangerous here. You're not used to dealing with them. I've checked the blood. Whose blood is it, Barak? It's not human. The result, Onion. You know I can't tell you. I'm bound by a word given, and I thought that that was something you respected. Well, in short, yes. It does produce 2 types of antibodies. One stops the horned bacteria from propagating. Another one kills them. We've got a unicum here. Then you are free to go and test my makeshift panacea on someone. It should work. And how much of this potion can be made? Not much for now. 10, 15 doses? Save it, Onion. Have you tested it? My word be my bond. It should be effective. Fine. I'll try it. Ooh, look at that potion, indeed. Okay, we'll have to read about it later, because we don't have time. Let's read about the quest, though. That crafty Barak. No rest for the wicked. I wonder where he found a monster like this. I never saw a blood of this kind before. Is this the main ingredient for his panacea? Okay, well that's useful to know. So he was indeed back here. I thought we came back here before I didn't see him. I must have been horrifically wrong about that. Maybe I entered the wrong room. So now I need to figure out where the entrance to the abattoir is. My guess is it's somewhere down on the first floor? Oh, and Tim, you probably should have a different weapon equipped. Just in case, like, midnight happens, and we get into the abattoir, and only to discover that it is, filled with hostiles, and we have to help, like, a group defeat them to get into the place. I'm expecting some sort of massive battle between the 2 forces here in the cemetery. Screams! So good. So good. I love it. I absolutely love the cemetery's theme song. And we know the worms are still here. I am really tempted to kill them. So, I mean, where... Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm looking in the wrong direction. It should be along this wall. So maybe it was one of these doors we didn't try on the left-hand side. Some of these screams remind me of the screams from Earthworm Jim in the level of Heck, if I recall correctly. It's been a long time since I played that one. Okay, we've got less than an hour to wait, everyone. So I'm gonna quick save there, and if I can't find an actual entrance, I will just have to reload. I don't think we go upstairs again. Actually, we can't go upstairs any longer. There's a barricade there. This looks like a window, not a door. That's the case. I can't believe the giant bags of meat they have here. These must be dead bodies. They must be dead bodies. Not actual cows, right? Because the slaughtering doesn't happen in the cemetery. This is just where they live. The slaughtering happens in the abattoir. So they have a giant open area, I guess, where they can meet to do whatever it is that they do together. Like rituals or church gatherings or playing cards. There's no tables down there though for them. Yeah, I've got no clue. No clue what it is that how... I have got no clue really what sort of, what's what I'm looking for? Activities they do here to keep themselves entertained. We got an upgrade of some sort. The abattoir's central entrance is open. I must hurry. Does that mean this is open? I thought we went through the cemetery for that. Okay. Let's reload the game. This is the translation must be absolutely just horrific, because I was under the impression that we go through the cemetery to reach the abattoir. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, so let's head on outside. Whoa, what the heck? Alright, let's head outside and make our way to the main abattoir entrance then, since apparently that's where we're supposed to be. I didn't see any doors or any other passages we could have taken anywhere else in the cemetery. And I don't think there's another entrance around here, so let's try the front for the abattoir. And apparently it opens at 11 o'clock, not 11:30. I do see the rat. We're just going to enter a building to ditch it. No, we're not. How am I getting to that main entrance, Tim? You're almost there. We'll have time, but barely enough time. Okay, that's a note about the abattoir's main entrance being opened. We should have enough time to make it there, but again, barely enough time to make it there. Those few minutes looking around outside for an entrance is what actually stopping us from getting to this one. Okay, so, and if this is not the correct way to go, I'm going to cut the recording and I'm going to figure out where we're supposed to be, how we get there. Oh, Okay, so this is not where we're supposed to be. I'll be back. Okay, everyone, I found it. It only took me cursing and swearing in about 35 minutes, and I recorded a part which is never going to be uploaded because I was really pissed off at my confusion as to where the abattoir's entrance is. This entire time, I was under the impression that there's an entrance from inside this building that will lead us to the abattoir. That is not the case. The entrance is actually outside between the two cemetery blocks. This map makes it seem like the entrance is actually... The second block of the cemetery looks like to me this is actually above the first block, but in truth, these are separated. There is that passageway that leads between them that leads to the abattoir. I don't know if you can make sense of it the way I made sense of it, but again, it looks like this is the first floor, this is the second floor, to me, is what that looks like on the map. And so, like, this smaller square structure is sitting on top of this larger one. And I was under the impression that it is directly attached to the abattoir somehow. So they enter and exit directly to and from the cemetery. Which is why you saw me running around looking at the walls inside the cemetery, thinking, there's an entrance here somewhere, it's right here on the map. No. This is the hallway between this. So, that's this. This is the hallway. This is the second block. That's the first block. And so I was really pissed. Really pissed. I failed the mission several times. Like, it would be almost midnight and I was giving up. This is the entrance to the abattoir. Alright, and now we're set. So I have verified this. I know what happens when we walk in here, but I stopped recording before the cutscene started. So we should be good to go. This will still be new to me. Let's go ahead and just wait the few minutes it will take for us to get into this structure. Unbelievable. I still think the translation... Maybe this is just a Tim problem. But my understanding of what the game... Where the game wanted me to go is quite different than everyone else's understanding of where to go.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Oof, wow, what a crazy...
Those lazy bastards.
What a crazy introduction this was. So it looks like to me we entered the abattoir. We were immediately set upon by some steppe folk, some butchers, and they attacked us. knocked us out and would have killed us if not for the military's intervention. Ooh, it's late in the day, too. Wow, it's already 2:03. We were knocked out for a while. Interesting. Okay, our health has recovered. Our immunity is back at 50%. We're a little hungry. We're not tired. Looks like Peter Stomatin is the one who dies today, or gets injured. So let's take a look at the notes we have for... So I'm probably going to cut the recording here, everyone. I know this is like a really short episode, but I've been playing for a while. I just cut the recording so that you guys wouldn't have to put up with me cursing, swearing, and running around looking for the entrance to this place. So we're going to read notes, we're going to look at our quests, we'll talk to the army general who's here in front of us, and then that will do it. Kind of a shortish episode. I do apologize. We'll get back to hour-long episodes in the next one. So let's take a look and see what we got from the evening letter from the Inquisitor Day 8. So we must have received this when we were knocked out. The army will arrive any moment now. I am worried about Block. There is a good reason people compare him to Attila the Hun. But with all that, he's a man of honor. If he finds out that his orders were issued with the sole purpose of creating an illusion of safety and care for the common benefit, he may decide to punish the powers that be by carrying out their requests as literally as possible. This kind of decision on his behalf is bound to interfere with our plans. Please keep this in mind when you speak to him. Undoubtedly, he is going to tell you that I am pulling your strings, that I am not the person to be trusted. Do not oppose him. Agree with anything he says insofar as it helps you drive his thoughts away from vengeance. It seems that I am slightly more humane than I thought, so I would rather avoid having to destroy the town completely. I think you would concur that the less collateral damage there is, the better. The town is not a pleasant sight, I grant you, but it is still alive. Take care. Aglaya Liech. And today, we got Aglaya's invitation. Because of what happened yesterday, I can't help but feel worried about you. Please don't rush headlong into your independent investigation. Keep in mind that the army is a force to be reckoned with, and any mistake we make may well be our last. What we need to do is wait and to collate our observations. I'll be waiting for you at the cathedral. Inquisitor. Victor sent us something. I wish I could start this letter on a happier note. Oh wait, this is the younger Kane. I wish I could start this letter on a happier note, Bachelor, but I am entirely crestfallen. There is hardly a more harrowing discovery than to look back on the life you have lived and to see how little you have managed to do. I am almost out of time, and the only thing I want to is to pass whatever it was that gave meaning to my existence onto somebody else. Unsurprisingly, I see no better man to confide in that than yourself. Please come to see me when you can. Lara's note. Please do come to the shelter. I know how preoccupied you are, how exhausted, but the matter is of great importance. I hope this will be the last thing I ask of you. Your Lara. Anna? Bachelor, I sincerely urge you to see me at the Willows as soon as you can. We have serious business that needs taken care of. Pay no heed to those slandering me. Everything is different now. The fact of the matter is, we have an opportunity to save the life of one of your closest associates. AAA. Yulia, allow me to invite you to the Trammel, Bachelor. For your own benefit, of course, since a matter I'd like to discuss has a bearing on yesterday's happenings. Make haste, Bachelor. Time is of the essence. 3 more parties are playing this particular game, and we may easily find ourselves outpaced. Lyucheva. Well, let's save the game. We'll make a hard save right here as well. And
You are not the only healer here.
Talk to the General, Block, who has shown up. I'm glad you could make it, Bachelor Dankovsky. How do I want to respond to this? What were you doing in the abattoir? I was looking for you. Huh. Is that so? Ex-Governor Suborov told me where to look for you this night. I seek your advice. What have you discovered about the epidemic? Can it be stopped? And what can the army do to that end? I never expected you to be so straightforward. I don't want to be an arrogant fool who listens to no one, courtesy of a big gun like the one I have on the sidelines of the station. You are an expert. I want to hear your expert take on the current state of affairs. plenty of... This situation is out of my hands now. The Inquisitor is my enemy. Evidence mounts by the hour. I have no further desire to listen to my enemies. A dog should never trust a cat. Fire should never trust water. And I, a battlefield general, will not trust Inquisitors. But why? Do you have any idea how many traps Inquisitors spin into their webs? The truth will be beyond your wildest expectations. Well, I am not a puppet. I suspect, however, that I have already been made into one. I suspect that even the words I am uttering now are merely a part of her calculations. I think you're exaggerating. I feel a fighting man in you. Someone who thinks before he strikes. Someone who takes responsibility for his blows. Who chooses a worthy opponent and is capable of vanquishing it. We are two warriors, and it is our task to deal with the evil threatening to spread across the whole country from here. Consider me to be your friend. Okay, so that was the hello talk we had.
Whose will was it that sent us to this plague-ridden hellhole? We're needed at the front line.
Tell me, Alexander, what are your intentions concerning the Polyhedron? That terrible structure on the other side of the river? Yes. How does it even stand upright? Made possible by an ingenious architectural solution, I suppose. I'm not yet sure. And what's inside? 1,000 children, give or take. They are hiding from the infection. And who is looking after these children? It's Khan, another child. They're managing perfectly well by themselves. Well, if they're managing perfectly well, less trouble for us. Do they ever leave that thing? No. And let no one inside. Why did you bring this subject up? I want to ask 2 things of you. First, do not disturb them with your attention. Leave that to me. And second, should they try anything stupid, such as, I don't know. If you hear strange sounds from that direction, or if they send messengers, anything, just consult me first. I'm staying here until the end. Very well. You have my word. Thank you. Alright, everyone, so we're gonna stop here. Actually, where are we? Oh, we're in the center of town. Okay, so let's walk outside. Actually, let's wear our clothes. Guess we should have some food. Alright, everyone, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.